Dave the Raw Trucker.
Hey, how's it going, bro?
How you doing, my friend?
I am doing good. It's good to see you again.
Dave, I gotta say, man, I mean, you were a 430-pound man, and
Yeah,
like you were just saying a couple minutes ago when we were chatting, you're not really focused on the weight or numbers. Uh,
correct.
you said that you were just focused on what?
I'm just focused on getting healthy. I'm just focused on bringing my body back to where it should be. And I still have quite a ways to go, to be honest with you. But what I'm discovering in all this is bringing my body back to where it should be, is supposed to be. Let me rephrase that. Is where it's supposed to be. Is a balancing act between nature and what's coming into the body and what's being detoxed out of it on a health nutritional level. Then also I'm discovering that there needs to be a balance with how we are mentally and emotionally and especially spiritually, and there needs to be a balance to all this. That's kind of what I'm discovering through all this. So it might sound weird to some people, but it's
I
what
think
I'm
that a
discovering.
lot of these guys are pretty sophisticated. Well, Dave he just had his coat on, and which is he's had on the last several times that I've seen him, and today's the
Yeah.
first day he took the coat off, and I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I
thank
mean,
you, dude.
unreal, dude.
Thank you. I'm honored
What's
you say
going on?
that. Thank you
And the
very much.
belt there, he keeps on rejigging the belt.
Yeah, I put three new holes in the belt, and because I can't find a belt I don't like, I went and looked for a belt for quite a while for one I like. I like these thick belts, you know. So I just drilled three holes in here, and then I'll just keep drilling them. Is what I decided to do. Just keep the belt, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
So you can't find a belt you don't like. You sound like that's one of my little
Yeah.
sayings that I've got.
Yeah.
One time I said, it's getting later much sooner.
Right on.
Because of
Right
the
on.
weather. But anyways, Dave, you look great, man. Everybody's happy to see you because
Cool.
you give hope. I mean, you're, like you said, you got to stay balanced, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
you've just been drinking juice, and it must be just the body that's the, the genius here, right? I mean,
Yeah, it is the body. I'm well over 100 days on this juice feast, and I just take it day by day, and if my body tells me to stop, I'm going to stop, and all this. There isn't, it's just,
a
as
lot of
long as
people
I'm
are going to
feeling
say,
good, as long as I'm feeling connected. Remy gave me a really good, Remy's a breatharian and a healer over in Norway, and I've been doing some counseling with him because I needed to find somebody that also actually experiences the third eye opening up on a powerful level, and then the vibrations that are in everything. You and I have discussed that a little bit, and so Remy's been sharing that with me. And these vibrations, if you start sensing things, like a good example would be you click with people because you just resonate with them because you're friends with them. Well, whether you realize it or not, you guys are vibrating at a same level, same frequency. I've discovered that everything vibrates. Um, so, you know, when you feel joy around a person, you're resonating with them, things of that nature. That's a very, that's one way of connecting with what I call with the life force. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you, Dave. So it's interesting. I was just a couple minutes ago. I was saying, people are like, you can't live without fiber, and you gotta have food, and So obviously, there's more going on than any of us know. When a man can juice
There
feast,
really is. I haven't talked about this publicly yet, but I give you my word. 2-3 years ago, I don't remember how long ago it was, but this is perfect. Before I ever met David and you at Whiting, the people that introduced me to all this and saved my life, I had never heard of the word breatharian. I didn't have a clue. And then when they told me it, I figured it's all crap. Now I personally know 5 breatharians around the world, and I talk to them every now and then on the phone, and I'm getting counseling from one of them in Norway, and it's utterly amazing. These things that you come in contact with when you just start tuning in, turning on, and chilling out, not dropping out, chilling out. You start to learn how to, we were trying to get a hold of Matthew Monarch's site, and Lindsay was having a tough time because I wanted to ask him to partake in something I'm doing. And I haven't ever met the dude, but he's had a big influence on my life. I read both of his books early on in the Raw, going Raw, and it was just like well, we're not supposed to do this. I don't feel right about it, because the second I start moving into a place of tension, I just want to move right back out of that place of tension. So I'm learning how to stay, in what I call living in the flow of the synchronicity of events. And a good example of that would be, I really wanted to be down hanging out with David Wolf and everybody down at Longevity Now in Costa Mesa. And Maria had gotten me, she said I could come as her guest and all this stuff. And then she didn't know if she was coming, and I think I had to pay $60 or something. And then another friend, Carolyn Marie, she told me to come too. She really strongly encouraging it, so I told her I'd make a real effort to do it. I get the time off from work, and then no sooner did I get time off from work, Dave and Yuta called me from New Zealand. I mean, 30 seconds. Dave, this thing's sold out. Did you know that? Within 5 minutes after that, I got 10 buddies of mine calling me from different places going, hey, did you know that Longevity sold out? Like, no, I didn't. So I tried to get a hold of Maria, and I didn't have Carolyn's phone number, and I didn't know how to get a hold of her. And about an hour went by. I was just like, I called back Maria, left her a message. I could get a load back up here, and I decided to do that. And some people were going, are you crazy? You could be down there hanging out with David Wolf. That'd be a total blast. I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. I'm just waiting for the flow of synchronicity of events to happen, and we'll see what the universe has for me. I figured, I'd meet a diabetic or somebody like that and share with them a little bit. But instead, we're ending up launching off an international day of juice feasting, and it's just taken off, and it's incredible. We have 16 countries on board, 60 to 80 people involved right now, and it's not even on the internet yet. So it's just a lot of fun. And that's how, when you start living in the flow of the synchronicity of events, these things just start happening. And if you can pull yourself out of these places of attention and get into this place of just, I don't know how to describe it. I call it a state of grace.
Sounds like through the diet that you're removing the obstructions to the flow of the divine life energy.
Yeah, some people would call it the Holy Spirit, God. Muslims would call it Allah. Christians would call it Jesus, whatever.
You sound like me, bro.
And I'm, whatever works for you, but there's something out there, and it's far bigger than any of us.
It's the big dog.
It's a big dog.
And I don't think it's the big dog in the sky.
Yeah,
I think it's...
And I am not, I believe in God, and I keep my personal beliefs to myself, but,
I don't.
I think it's the greatest thing I ever learned from my acupuncturist, Sharon Gray, up here in Seattle, was to never denigrate someone else's belief system, and I'm still learning how to do that, let me tell you. So it's an incredible thing, and to just tap into this flow of the life force, as I call it. Other people call it the power of the Holy Spirit. It rocks.
I like to call it, I don't mind calling it just life.
Yeah, just life.
I call it God too. I call it the universal life energy, the quantum field. Are you a scientific person? Call it the quantum field.
Right on, dude.
If you're a spiritual person, call it God. Guess what? They're both going to let you get away with the same stuff.
Right.
Nothing.
And that's where all this love comes from our hearts that Dan and I keep mentioning every now and then to you guys when we're doing these DVDs. So
the quantum field.
What is this? Is this a DVD?
It's a YouTube video, yeah.
It's a YouTube.
It's a vlog.
It's a vlog. I've never heard that one. I heard the word blog.
So yeah, the diet that you've been on is a green juice diet and a raw food diet to build up to that. And so just the obstructions to the flow of life energy are being just washed away. So the energy of life is allowed to flow through you.
That's an incredible way to put it, washed away.
Well,
because that's what's happening. I'm over 100 days on this juice feast, and I really hadn't thought it through, but you know what? That's a perfect analogy of right now where I'm at. It's just being washed out of me, and then other things are washing into me on a different level is how I'll
you're more than half the man you used to. You're less than half the man you used to be.
That is a true statement.
It's literally, and you're becoming twice the man that you could be by allowing life's energy to use you.
Thank you. I'm honored you said that.
And I hope that more people out there can become examples, not by what you say or what you think or what you believe, but by what you do with your life.
Yeah, that's it, man. Dan and I we were just talking earlier, and it's like we're just living our lives. That's all we're doing, man. So we love you guys. Have a great day.
Yeah, cool. So Dave, you have become Dave, the raw food trucker, a healthy human being. And I encourage everyone to definitely become their best self, like Dave the raw trucker is.
Thank you. I'm honored you said
You
that,
bet,
Dan.
bro.
Thank
Thank you very much,
you. We
Dave.
love you guys.
Peace.